What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? Welcome to the ICanB show, where we talk about everything we can be on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Back again on Monday. I am your host, ICB, and I am very happy to be here. You guys, we made it to a beginning of a new week, and I'm just so ecstatic, and I'm so proud of everything that we've been through. My bad, y'all. Y'all know we keep it grizzy over here. We keep it straightforward. I had a call come in, but anyway, happy Monday. I'm happy that y'all here. I'm happy that y'all made it to a new week, a new day, a new sense of prosperity and growth. You deserve it. You are growing every moment. You are shedding every moment. Your hair falls out and new hair grows. You know what I'm saying? Your nails grow. You get a cut. Your body automatically starts regenerating itself to heal the wound. So growth, shedding, all of those things is a part of your process. So I'm just so grateful. I'm so honored that you chose to click on this video. Okay? And watch your girl do the same thing. Okay? So I'm trying not to be like super loud in jail today, because like ain't nobody got time for that, and it's a Monday and it might be in the morning for you, whatever time of the day it is. I'm working on being a little bit more chill, but still out there for real. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all here with me, y'all staying with me, and y'all here for a reason. So I just want to once again congratulate you on all the work that you're doing, and let y'all know the topic of this week is how to close a chapter in your life. Just like how to close a chapter, period. It could be something small, it could be something big, it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, chapters do close, and sometimes you have to learn to let things go so that you can receive, what the Lord has for you, so that you can receive new things and prosperous things and vibrant things and loving things. So I'm here today to not only encourage you, but give you a few steps, only 3, you know what I'm saying, about how to close a chapter in your life. So this is actually a very tender episode for me, you guys. I've had plenty of chapters closed, and we'll talk about that a little bit later in the video. But this is a tender episode for me because this is actually our last ICanB Monday, like technically, like this version of the show. And I just been thinking about, rebranding myself, thinking about how I really want to present myself to the world, and my next chapters. What does that look like? How does that appear to be? And while I love ICanB Monday, I am just looking for something new and something different, still exciting. Still popping, still rocking, still rolling. Okay, down the hill, up the hill, snowball, Jack Frost, all that, right? And so just keep a lookout for new things to come. We got a lot of good stuff in the works, and I've really been thinking about how I want to interact with the world, how I want to interact with you guys. And I think it's important to understand sometimes when you just got to put the mantle down, okay, and pick up something new, right? So how to close a chapter of your life, right? My first tip, and this is my number 1 tip, this might be a universal law, y'all, all the way around, drop it, top it, polka dot it. But the first tip is grace, right? What is grace? Grace is God's unfavored love, and favor towards his child. And we're all children of God, whether you believe or not. I tell y'all that all the time. But so grace, right? So grace itself it's not given. I mean, it's given, but it's not earned. It's literally just a part of your life. It's the simple fact that you get to wake up every single day. It's the simple fact that your heart beats without you telling your heart that it has to beat. That you can breathe, that your lungs do the work that they have to do for you to be able to breathe without you actually having to press a button every time you need a breath, right? It's that job that came through for you when you thought you were out of options, right? It's that hug that was given to you from, a neighbor when you just needed an ounce of affection. Like, it is the simple fact that God got you, Bro. Okay? Skittle diddle. Pumpkin Skittles. Okay? It is a simple fact that everything that you need is within you. It's inside of you. It's not going anywhere. In fact, it's constantly manifesting itself to adhere to a timeline, calling you back to God, calling you on your journey, aligning you with where you have to be and go. So, grace for me has always been prevalent, like, especially just not always feeling like I had everything that I needed. But God was like, yo, I'm not finished with you yet. I want you to continue on this journey I have for you, my child. I want you to, here is another way to get to where you're trying to go. Here is a scholarship to help you stay in school. Here is a book that you should read that fulfills your spirit and fulfills your soul. So there is just always something, a best next step. As soon as you put that one foot in front of the other and you just keep going on your ground, keep going on your colossus, keep going on your sense of self and what you want and what you see out of this world, and you follow the signs all around you, God is going to make a way. So if you're in a predicament where you have to close a chapter, where everything you thought was working out for you turns out to not be working out for you, okay? Turns out to be stressing you to the max, taking you for all that you are, distracting you from your real goal, your main goal, your common goal, then you have to let it go, right? And God will provide provision for you in that moment so that you can continue to go forward and you can continue to have everything that you need to have, okay? So, yeah, that's my first tip. God's grace is sufficient. That's one of my favorite tips. That's one of my big boys. That's my big boy out the out all of that, like out the closet, out the camp, out the military. Like, she ready? You know what I'm saying? So, yes, God's grace is sufficient, but just know that grace is coming out of you. Grace is just being like, yo, I know I don't feel like going for this run, but that's the next best step for me. So when I go for this run, I'm going to see something that inspires me and that pulls out another step, right? And then that next step's going to pull out another step, and so on and so on and so on. So it's important to follow the lead of your spirit, of your soul, the Holy Spirit, you know what I'm saying? Because she know where you going. You know what I'm saying? She know exactly what she has in store for you. So it's important to just continue to strive in the direction of grace and know that God is working for you in rooms that you don't see, and in spaces and energy that you don't see. Like, he got you, babe. If he chose you, he woke you up this morning, he gave you life, he gave you purpose. And God is not a God that he should lie. So it's important to understand that his grace is coming around the corner, even if you feel weary. Do not be weary in well doing, and just keep going. So that's my first tip on how to close a chapter. Just know it's going to work out. Something else is around the corner. Okay? Something better, something different, something more aligned to not be so stressful, not be so hurtful. Something to help you get it done. You know what I'm saying? So the second one is accept it. Bro, like, whether it was a defeat or a victory in that journey that you went on, it's important to just accept that, it's just not your time. Like, it's just not your moment for you to unravel in that way. It's just not, if you're having to be so forceful into something, that it's probably not from God, or it's just not your time in that moment. But you have to know that by you accepting it, it doesn't make you like a loser. Doesn't make you a nobody. Doesn't mean that you don't have a blessing around the corner. It doesn't mean that you can't do what you're trying to do. Maybe you're not doing it in that capacity, right? Maybe you have to accept that you were defeated in that moment in time, or you had a victory in that moment in time, and that has molded you in the sense of next time around the corner, around the bend, you'll have the lessons from that journey, from that moment, and to manifest yourself in a greater way. Okay, to open up your eyes to a perspective of how you can do things differently, how you can do things, better, how you can prioritize yourself in the next moment of your life. So some things you just gotta be like, yo, I accept that. And sometimes it can be hard because the world be watching. Like, I don't know, I'm speaking to the leaders out there. As a fellow leader, like sometimes people will look up to you and they be like, yo, like, Vanna really putting it on. Like, Vanna putting on a show. She doing this, that, and the third. She, in my experience, she rolling around campus. Like, she doing a dang thing. Like, I want to see this come to fruition. I want to see this come to production. And, you try to set a standard for yourself and you try to stay at that standard. And sometimes life can just send you windstorms and windmills, and you're trying to set this standard, but God is trying to maybe sit you down so you can reflect and grow and come back better, stronger, harder, like in a perspective that you need to go. So if you are in a moment in your life where you just feel like super overwhelmed, some instances you can keep going, but if you know that it is confusing you and unprioritizing your main needs and goals, then you have to just accept that it's just not right now, son. Like, not right now, daughter. Like, what do you like? Why'd you come here in the first place? And 9 times out of 10, that's to have some sense of like self and happiness and fulfillment. If something's stripping you down to nothing, then it's not for you. I mean, like Rocky Steps. It depends on what you're doing, right? Because if you're working out, if you're stretching yourself mentally, physically, a lot of times that is good for you. But if it's really beating you down to the point where you ain't got nothing left, and you questioning yourself, and like losing weight, and you just out of it all the time, like, I don't know. I think you gotta just accept if something's for you or if it's not for you. So we're gonna get off that topic, and then move forward. So the next thing for for how to close a chapter in your life is to get used to the uncertainty of the next. Flowing with the day, flowing with the moment. This kind of goes hand in hand with grace, right? But when we talk about grace, I think grace kind of just falls into your lap. Like, grace is like, all right, you hungry child, here's a meal. But uncertainty is like, I don't know where the next meal is coming from. I ain't got no friends. Everybody hate me. Don't nobody love me. You know what I'm saying? Like, uncertainty is like a lonely game, and it's a lonely journey sometimes when you feel like nobody understands you, or you just can't relate. And I come to tell you that everything's going to be okay in your moments of uncertainty. I think in moments of uncertainty, that's when we have to remember that we are seeds planted in the ground, and like we are like waiting on like to be sprouted, right? So we're that little seed, and we're just waiting for God to choose when the time is right for us to sprout out into a new plant, a new purpose, a new journey. And you don't necessarily know the type of seed you are. You know what I'm saying? But like, as long as you're in the soil, no matter how dark it is, no matter how lonely it gets, if you just remember that uncertainty still means you're alive, and it still means that the journey, the dream that you have of where you're going is still there. So you just gotta trust that, like I said, God is working in the background. He got you. Okay? So just get used to the uncertainty, because at the end of the day, like, as long as you're taking care of yourself and you're doing the next best thing, something's going to come to fruition, right? But if you are like sitting in thoughts that are negative, like, oh, I'm never going to be anything, I'm never going to get to where I have to go, I'm doomed, then doomed is going to be your reality, right? But as long as you're seeking to have some sense of like some sense of self-care, some sense of like, holiness around you, then you will be fine, because God is a golden light. God is a sunbeam coming through the clouds. God is a forever, forgiving God, a loving God, a courteous God. He'll come and he'll cuddle you at night, baby, if you need. Just think about him. He'll be there, okay? Jesus don't play about his children. So it's important for us to understand that we have all that we need. So even in moments of uncertainty, as long as you are still believing for that end goal of what God has for you, if you're still believing that he loves you and he has you and he'll never leave you or forsake you, then the uncertainty won't be that bad. You'll just be like la da 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 down the road. You don't know where the road going, but you still la da 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 da. And it's important to keep that la da 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 about you. Okay. So that is the end of our episode for ICanB Monday. I hope I didn't like confuse you guys, but I say that all the time, but every time I look back, I'll be like, oh, that makes sense, Vonnie. You hit on those points, okay? So, for example, in moments of uncertainty, girl, just keep going. You don't know how it's coming out. You don't know how it's going to be. But when you look back at your overall production of self, you're going to know that you are somebody and you did that. You're going to have something to be proud of, okay? So, yeah. Stay graceful, stay humble, and humble is bowing to the Lord, okay? Humble isn't hiding your gifts. It isn't hiding your light. It isn't being afraid of the world that is around you. It's merely bowing to the King, God, the Father Almighty, letting him know that you're grateful for everything that he has given to you, from your gifts, your talents, and your abilities. And let him know you're going to shine them gifts, you know what I'm saying? But do it in the capacity that he holds for you. Don't do it over nobody's head. Don't be, gloating or thinking that you better than anybody. Like, we're all one body under Christ. We are the church. We are the family of the Lord. All right? And he wants us to be, plain and joyful and kind and courteous and living in our light, living in our purpose, living in our talents and our abilities and our strengths. And it's important to continue to hold on to them, even in moments of uncertainty, even in closing of certain chapters. One chapter closed is another one open. So shout out to the next one. Oh my God. So shout out to the next one, okay? So yeah, y'all. As of right now, that's our last ICanB Monday. How do I feel about this? Somebody give me a napkin. No, but it's been a journey, y'all. It was really just like amazing for me to kind of get out my shell and like learn how to put things together in a form that makes me feel satisfied and makes me feel fulfilled throughout the week. So I hope that it does the same for y'all. We do have so many episodes that we did, probably a few of them. Ain't gonna put a number on it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all can definitely go back and check out the topics that we did. So many good topics on how to live life, go through life, how to be strong, how to be enamored in your goals and your abilities and where you want to go as a person, and how to stand and step in your truth. So, not if you get bored, but if you need a little light in your life, baby, check out them last episodes. Okay, and if y'all want to see me on any of your productions or anything y'all got going on, hit me up, okay? You can leave a comment under this video. My Instagram is the ICB, so that's the with an extra E, ICB. So yeah, I'm reachable, and get with me. I love you guys all so. Much, and I will see you guys. Oh, I gotta give y'all a note. That was cute though. I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys all so much. And I will see you guys in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.